obvious question to you, Jess, in light of what you just said, it is, I mean, here you are, massive changes affecting your industry, as with every other industry too, in the light of new technology, etc. You are not completely powerless. You don't just stand there while these waves of change wash over you. You have the power to take some action, don't you?
Yeah, no, exactly. We've got to try and reinvent our industries together. And the potential death of the middleman, and being able to go have a direct relationship with audience for creators, these are some of the really exciting things. But at the same time, as other people have said, sort of traditional pounds have been turned into digital pennies. So there's more control, there's more direct relation with the audience, which is definitely means that different business models can come up, but still the amount of money going to the system is reduced, and the amount of money is being it's being pushed up one end of the business, and so more and more of it is being captured by basically 5 or 6 large massive entertainment conglomerate companies. And actually saying you can't go out there and make your film unless it's been fully funded in advance just plays completely into their control of everything.
Thank you, Martin. 30 seconds. You want to
there is a lot of consensus in the room, actually, and I'm sad. I mean, I'm echoing Chris. I'm sad that what I'm hearing, especially from Jess at the moment, it's nobody on this side has said any of the things that you're attributing to us, Jess. And I'm surprised, actually, that both Chris and Jess are talking now in such depressed terms about this sector, which for most of the evening we've been talking about, or they've been talking about, as a highly vibrant, bubbling creative sector, 1,000 things going on, and we sort of want to close it down. I think it is vibrant, it is bubbling. I don't think it is about to collapse or the sky fall in. I am looking for models that can take us forward and address the very real problems that we have in the interests of honesty and clarity. And just to be clear about the offer that BECTU makes in that, is that if you will join us, and of course you have to join, we're a membership organisation, we're not a public service, we're not funded by the government, we're a membership organisation. If you will join us, we will work with you as an individual member in sorting that. I'm representing a young woman right now who worked on the follow-up project to London Dreams. She just joined, and I'm representing her. And I don't recognise the discussion which you claim took place, where somebody was told to bugger off in those circumstances.
Okay. All right. Now, we're moving towards 9 o'clock. I'm going to wrap the debate up by 9 o'clock. So what I'm interested in is a short, pithy question. We'll try and get to as many as possible, okay? And I'm sorry if I looked at you and I haven't come to you, but there's just been a sea of hands. So I've seen this lady here, and I've seen this gentleman here.
Heather Squire, working hair and makeup. On your film, I presume you had actors or people standing in for actors. Did you clothe them?
Well, wait.
Yep. Sorry. Well, my question is, one, did you clothe them? Did you have costume and makeup people working? And therefore, how much of their own money did you expect them to contribute in funding your film? Because they would have to go purchase costumes. Even if you get them from Oxfam, you have to get them, you might not necessarily get them to fit. That's time consuming. The other point is makeup. If you want to make up one person, a woman, and you might have a big name actress, there's health and safety, it's really important that the products are good. That's got to be handled by someone who's trained, ideally. But also, just for one face, you probably, if you go and buy makeup, you're going to have to fork out about 300 to do one face. If I've got to do 10 people, I've got to have a wide variety if you want me to do my job professionally. So can you tell me, if I've got a student and I train people, how much do you expect them to contribute, and for how many films before they get paid?
Can I answer that?
Yeah, go for it.
Pretty much everybody, every head of department on my film was a full acting professional, and they had a student apprentice who was learning. Not a single person went 1 penny out of pocket. We paid everybody every penny of expenses. Everybody got credited accordingly. Everybody got a DVD. Everybody got to watch all the videos that I made about the whole the journey of exploiting the film at all the film festivals, and everybody got to put on their CV that they worked on a film that won 40 film festivals and got an Oscar shortlist. So no, nobody, in my view, was exploited within the terms of the agreement I made with those people.
Thank you.
Murray Coulter, broadcast freelancer. The professional television industry is different from the independent film industry, that's clear. But I'm just going to pick up on the TV rap campaign, the purpose of which was to isolate the abusers that were making the rest of the industry imbalanced. And patently, there's so much common agreement along this table that it would seem to be that your main problem is isolating the abusers and and pushing them away and cocking up the rest of what you do. My very simple question is, are you at the table, and whatever other representative bodies there are that is relevant to this, prepared to get together and work out an ethical structure? Because this is what it seems that you all need. An agreed ethical structure which will give you all the room to work in the ways that you work best, but that identify and keep out the abusers.
Yes.
Lovely, thank you.
Thanks, Maury. Right, please.
Thanks. Hello, I'm Martin Gooch. I'm a BAFTA-winning director. I direct telly, and everybody gets paid on my sets, and I make relationships with my crew, and then I say, let's go and make something on our own. Let's do our own thing, because people won't pay me to make the films that I want to make, the weird films. So we go off, and on the weekend, me and my friends, we go and make films. If I went off on the weekend and played football with my friends, would I have to pay my friends? No, I wouldn't. But I go off with my friends and we make films because we like doing it. Because unfortunately in this country, if you're a low-budget filmmaker, it isn't a job. I was talking to Chris about this the other day. It's a lifestyle. We have to work all hours God sends just to make these things, and then nothing happens to it because we love it. That's why. And I think one of the big things we haven't really addressed here is the real passion and love for making films that is what causes the fact that people work for free, and you can't do anything about that. I'd also like to add, as a final point, that I joined Shooting People when there was about 900 people, and I have had lots of paid jobs from Shooting People. I have been to India, Morocco, I have met some lovely people, and they have been a very useful and supportive organisation. And I was a member of BECTU for 13 years when I was a cameraman. I'm not anymore because I've now I've got my own agent. And BECTU were wonderful as well and sorted me out and helped. So what I'm saying is that both of these elements, BECTU and Shooting People, are wonderful and they do great stuff. And that's my point.
Hey.
Can we all try and speed it up a bit now, spit as many questions as we can. There's a lady at the back over there.
Hi, I'm Abby. I'm an actress and writer, and I sit on Equity's newly formed Young Members Committee. And I've worked for Chris for free and really enjoyed it, and it was worth it. And we're talking. I've not decided on this point. This is just a question for everyone. I've known a lot of films that have been made, and I've worked on a lot of films, and I've worked on films that were made for 70k where everybody was paid and everyone was treated very well, and I've worked on films for 200k where nobody was paid and 20k goes on post-production and 20k goes on sound. And I'm just wondering, should there be a cut-off point for how large a budget can be before you have to start paying people, and could we consider staggered agreements for staggered budgets?
Okay, practical solutions, heavens, right.
Interesting.
Okay. Gentleman there.
I'm Tom Bell. I'm an official bureaucrat at BECTU head office. And first point I want to make is filmmaking is not a football match. But if you set up a football match, where you're charging people to the turnstile several pounds a time to come in and you make a profit out of it, then you might be expected to give that to some of your fellow footballers, mightn't you? If you're just doing something on your own on Ackley Marshes, that's quite another matter. And we've said that all along. We are not targeting the Ackley Marshes of the film industry. We are targeting those who are making... No, we are not.
You are.
We are taking... Yeah, well, they tell me I am.
Come on,
they can tell me I am. We know who we're targeting. We've made it perfectly clear all along. And when we talk about those who are exploiting people, like the young man who phoned me just today, who's working from 5 in the morning till 11 at night as a runner, right? And he's absolutely exhausted. You all say, oh, we don't talk. Well, no, we agree with you. That is awful. But it is the whole free labour culture which makes that sort of exploitation possible. That's the fact of the matter. Okay. Where there is a culture of free labour, it makes exploitation on a far worse scale than you could do.
All right.
And so the answer is yes. And the way to stop it is to apply the laws of this land, the national minimum wage.
Thanks very much.
You might try and wriggle out of that, but the NMW is the law of the land. That's what you need to adhere to. And if you're going to have any project, start with that.
Gentleman at the back in the green hoodie over there.